Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're diving into the world of Paul Tudor Jones.
Oh, a legend.
Yeah, a name everyone on Wall Street knows.
Mm-hmm.
You sent over a bunch of material,
Yeah.
interviews, documentaries, even like some strategy breakdowns.
Oh, wow.
So it looks like we're going deep
Yeah.
on what makes this guy tick.
I mean, he's definitely more than just a trader, right?
Right.
Philanthropist, even kind of philosophical when it comes to markets.
Yeah.
And what's fascinating to me is how these pieces of his life actually connect.
Right.
Like, his success isn't just luck. It's like a whole approach.
Okay, so it seemed to all start with games, which is kind of surprising.
Games.
Yeah, the sources mentioned he was like obsessed as a kid.
Whaley.
Monopoly, poker, chess, you name it.
Huh. Not your typical future finance giant.
Right. So, but that's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
These games, they instilled in him this deep understanding of probability,
Okay.
like thinking in terms of odds and risk. And, those are essential skills for a trader.
Of course. Yeah.
Even if young Paul didn't even realize he was training for it yet.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So it's not just about the numbers themselves, right?
Right.
But like how they relate to each other,
Okay.
the chances of different outcomes.
Yeah.
So like he was prepping his mind for the market
Wow.
before he even knew what a market was.
That's wild.
Yeah, and speaking of markets,
Yeah.
there's a story about how he actually got hooked on trading when he was in college.
Yeah.
And a friend of his from a soybean farming family
Uh-huh.
introduced him to soybean futures.
Soybean futures. That doesn't scream exciting college life, does it?
Not really, no.
No.
But the friend framed it like, like the ultimate game.
Okay.
Even compared it to betting on football.
Oh, wow.
And that spark got Jones's attention.
Makes sense.
Yeah, he saw trading as like this real-world puzzle,
Uh-huh.
applying those probability skills that he had already, developed. So, from game fanatic to future Wall Street titan,
Wow.
there's a through line.
I love it.
But he didn't just jump straight into the trading pit, did he?
No. I mean, everyone has to start somewhere.
Right, the sources talk about his early career path.
Oh, okay.
He paid his dues,
Yeah.
working as a clerk
As a clerk.
on the trading floor, yeah.
Wow.
And then as a broker for E.F. Hutton.
Huh.
So, a valuable experience observing the markets firsthand,
Yeah.
learning the ropes, seeing how everything works.
Like an apprenticeship almost.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of learning,
Okay.
we can't forget Eli Tullis,
Eli Tullis, yeah.
the cotton trading legend.
Oh, right.
He was a mentor to Jones during this time.
Right?
Yeah, Tullis is crucial.
So what did Tullis teach him?
Everything.
Okay.
The nuances of cotton trading, risk management,
Yeah.
the psychology of it all.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it really highlights the importance of a good mentor.
Absolutely.
Someone who can fast-track your learning,
Yeah.
show you things you wouldn't pick up on your own.
Yeah, I mean, a good mentor is like gold, basically.
Yeah, and there was even a story about how, like, someone just handed Jones a technical analysis book
Oh, really?
and basically said, read this, you're ready to trade.
Wow, trial by fire much.
It sounds like it, right?
Yeah.
But it emphasizes learning by being thrown into the deep end.
Yeah, sink or swim.
But what's important is that Jones wasn't just blindly following instructions,
Right.
He was observing, analyzing, figuring things out for himself.
Oh, okay.
He had that, like, inherent drive
Yeah.
to learn.
That's important.
Yeah, so he had this drive, but the sources also mention that he decided to go solo eventually.
Why was that?
He realized he could do even better if he traded for himself.
Oh, okay.
Cut out the middleman, the broker's fees.
Makes sense, yeah.
That entrepreneurial spirit
Yeah.
just kicked in.
That's awesome.
But going independent is risky.
Right.
Didn't he hit some rough patches along the way?
I mean, everybody does, right?
He did. He lost his entire trading account.
Oh, no.
Not once, but twice.
Oh.
So, I mean, imagine the guts it takes to come back from that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could.
And there's that great anecdote about his dad, right?
Yeah.
Worried about those losses, suggesting real estate.
Oh, like something safe?
Yeah, something safe.
Right.
Thankfully, Jones stuck to his guns.
I'm glad he did.
He believed in himself and his abilities, even when others doubted him.
Yeah, you gotta trust your gut sometimes.
You do.
Even when it's scary.
Yeah. And he dusted himself off.
Yeah.
Learned from those mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And then came the Tudor Investment Corporation.
Yes.
So what led to that?
Well, I mean, starting a company is no small feat.
No, it's not, but he understood that to scale up, You know, he needed leverage other people's money.
And who does he turn to?
And who does he turn to? His cousin.
His cousin.
Yeah, the CEO of the world's largest cotton merchant.
Wow. Talk about connections.
Right. It shows how important networking is, especially in finance.
Yeah.
Building relationships, trust, a reputation for delivering results.
Absolutely.
And it's not just about who you know. It's about what you do with those connections, right?
Right.
Jones clearly understood that.
For sure.
So now let's talk about his trading style.
Okay.
The forces describe him as contrarian trader.
A contrarian. What does that mean on Wall Street?
It means he doesn't follow the crowd.
Okay.
He looks for opportunities where the general sentiment is wrong.
Okay.
Where, like, everyone is overreacting, finding value that others are missing.
So, like, zigging when everyone else is zagging?
Exactly.
Hand twisting.
What high risk, high reward, right?
That's true. That's where his famous 200-day moving average rule comes in.
Okay.
It's a technical indicator that helps him spot these potential market turns.
Now, I'm no technical analysis guru.
Sure.
Could you break that down for me?
Yeah.
Like, how does this moving average thing actually work?
So basically, it's a line on a price chart
Okay.
that's showing the average closing price
Okay.
of an asset over the past 200 days.
Okay.
So when the price crosses above this line, it's seen as like a bullish signal, suggesting things are going up. Crosses below, bearish, suggesting a downward trend.
Got it.
Yeah.
So Jones uses this to see when the market's, like, shifting, right?
Exactly.
When the tide is turning, before anyone else catches on.
Yeah, it's a tool to identify those contrarian opportunities.
Right.
When to go against the grain.
Okay.
Of course, I mean, it's not foolproof.
Right.
But it's a key part of his arsenal.
Okay. And speaking of contrarian bets,
Yes.
we can't ignore Black Monday,
The crash.
the 1987 crash.
Yeah.
The sources paint a picture of total euphoria
Oh, yeah.
in the markets leading up to it.
Everyone thought the good times would never end.
Right.
Jones was skeptical.
Yeah, he was doing his homework.
Digging deeper, looking beyond the hype.
Yeah, he saw some troubling trends.
Like what?
Things like rising debt levels, low liquidity in companies, and an eerie similarity to the market conditions before the 1929 crash.
Wow.
So he wasn't just relying on, like, technical indicators, right?
Yeah.
He was combining those with fundamental analysis,
Yeah.
looking at the bigger economic picture.
He understood that different market conditions call for different approaches.
Right.
And adaptability is key.
Yeah.
That's what sets him apart from many traders.
And then Black Monday hits.
What
What does Jones do?
does he do?
He shorts the market,
Oh, wow.
bets against it.
Yeah.
And when the crash happens,
Yeah.
his fund makes a 200% return,
Wow. Are you serious?
while others are getting wiped out.
Oh, my God.
Incredible foresight. Shows
Yeah.
his research, his conviction,
Yeah.
staying calm amidst the panic.
Right. Right.
It also showcases his understanding of asymmetric risk-reward, willing to take a small risk for a potentially huge payoff.
Yeah.
So we see that he's a contrarian, uses both technical and fundamental analysis, understands how to manage risk for big rewards.
That's amazing.
But there's more to his success.
Right. I think so.
What else is, like, crucial to his approach?
I think one of his core beliefs is capital preservation.
Capital preservation.
Protecting what you have.
Okay.
He famously said, "I'm always thinking about losing money as opposed to making money."
That's counterintuitive.
Oh, right.
But it makes sense.
Yeah, like focus on not losing.
Yeah.
And the winning will take care of itself.
Exactly. And he has a specific rule for that, right?
Oh, yeah. He has a 5.1 risk-reward ratio.
5.1.
Meaning, for every dollar he risks,
Yeah.
he aims to make 5.
So he could be wrong 80% of the time.
Yeah.
And still come out on top.
Exactly. That's mind-blowing.
That is mind-blowing.
I know. It's a key lesson for any investor.
Yeah.
Success isn't about being right all the time. It's about managing risk effectively.
Okay.
Control your losses, let your wins run,
Yeah.
and you can succeed even with some wrong calls.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
This is all incredibly insightful. But we've covered so much already.
I know.
We're going to have to continue this deep dive in our next segment.
I'm ready when you are.
All right. We're back, ready to continue our deep dive into Paul Tudor Jones.
I'm excited.
Me too. Last time we left off talking about his risk management philosophy.
Yeah.
But, you know, finance is always changing, right?
Always.
How has he adapted, especially with, like, technology
Right.
and all these quant strategies taking over?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Because he's not just adapted.
Right.
He's embraced these changes.
Okay.
The sources mention his involvement with 2 Sigma.
2 Sigma.
It's a quantitative trading powerhouse.
That's right. 2 Sigma.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of like sticking to his old ways, right?
Right.
He dove headfirst into this world of algorithms and data-driven trading. Wow, that's impressive.
What drove that decision, I wonder?
Well, I think he recognized that the markets were becoming more efficient.
Yeah?
Information spread faster, and computers could analyze data in ways humans just couldn't.
Right.
The easy opportunities of the 80s, they were fading.
So he joined forces with the new generation, the quants,
Yes.
instead of trying to fight them.
Exactly. He co-founded 2 Sigma,
Wow.
which it uses complex math models and algorithms to find these tiny market inefficiencies.
So it shows his willingness to evolve, right?
For sure.
Stay ahead of the curve, even if it means, like, learning from others.
That's huge.
It's not just about keeping up. It's about shaping the future of trading.
Exactly. And it speaks to his constant drive to learn, to push boundaries, a hallmark of a truly great trader.
Okay, so let's shift gears now
Okay.
to another fascinating aspect of Paul Tudor Jones,
Okay.
the philanthropist.
Right.
The sources highlight his deep passion for social causes.
Yeah.
And it seems this started early in his career. Oh, really? How so?
He was inspired by the I Have a Dream program.
I have a dream, okay.
It supports underprivileged children, helps them reach their full potential.
That's amazing.
And he didn't just donate, he got personally involved.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Adopted a class, became a mentor.
Really? That's awesome.
And that experience was a turning point for him.
What do you mean?
He realized that, simply throwing money at a problem wasn't enough.
Right.
You need focus, clear goals, and accountability for results.
Which connects back to his trading philosophy, right?
Exactly.
Having a strategy, measuring progress, making adjustments.
It all ties together.
It does.
And this led him to co-found the Robin Hood Foundation.
I've heard of that.
One of the most innovative anti-poverty organizations out there.
Yeah, they do great work.
Their mission is to fight poverty in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it in a very unique way.
Okay.
Data-driven solutions, strategic partnerships, relentless pursuit of impact.
Very cool.
They've been involved in some groundbreaking initiatives.
Give me an example.
Like those $5,000 grants to families of 911 victims.
Wow.
No strings attached.
That's incredible.
They also funded a needle exchange program.
Oh, wow.
Back in the early 90s.
That was controversial, wasn't it?
Very controversial.
Yeah.
But they recognized its effectiveness in reducing HIV/AIDS transmission.
Right.
So, willingness to challenge the status quo and do what's right, even when it's unpopular.
Very important.
And Jones' commitment to Robin Hood goes beyond money, right?
Right.
He's actively involved in shaping their strategy, inspiring others to join the fight.
That's amazing.
It's a powerful example of, using your wealth and influence to make a real difference.
It's not just about writing a check.
No, it's about creating systemic change.
Yeah.
Addressing the root causes of poverty.
Not just treating the symptoms.
Exactly. But wait, there's more.
Oh.
The sources also talk about Just Capital.
Just Capital, okay.
Another organization he co-founded.
What's their focus?
Just Capital is all about redefining capitalism.
Redefining capitalism.
Yeah. Promoting corporate justice.
Okay.
And encouraging companies to, prioritize social responsibility alongside profits.
So moving beyond the shareholder-first model.
Right.
Recognizing that companies have responsibilities.
To their employees, customers, communities, the environment. Yeah.
That's a big shift.
It is. And they have this fascinating index, the Just Capital Index.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It ranks companies based on how they treat their employees.
Okay.
Customer satisfaction, environmental impact, community engagement.
So it's like a guide. Right.
It is. For investors and consumers who want to align their choices with their values.
I like that.
Yeah, supporting companies that are doing the right thing.
Makes sense.
And here's the surprising thing.
What's that?
Companies that score high on the Just Capital Index,
Yeah.
they tend to be more profitable.
Uncomfortable.
Over the long term.
Really? So you'd think social responsibility would, come at the expense of profits.
Right. But turns out
Yeah.
it's good for business to treat your employees well.
Okay.
Create quality products.
Right.
Be environmentally sustainable. Act as a good corporate citizen.
Makes sense when you think about it.
It does.
Happy employees are more productive.
Right.
Loyal customers spend more.
Uh-huh.
Sustainable practices reduce costs.
It all adds up.
Yeah. And there's growing evidence to support this.
That's cool.
Investors are realizing that these ESG factors environmental, social, and governance are actually crucial for long-term values.
So it's not just about doing good.
Yeah.
It's about doing well by doing good.
I love that.
And this aligns perfectly with Jones's vision for a more ethical and sustainable form of capitalism. One that benefits everyone, not just a select few.
It's a powerful idea.
It is. And, looking back at everything we've discussed, it's remarkable how these different aspects of his life are connected.
Yeah.
His trading, his philanthropy, his vision for the world.
It paints a picture of someone who's not just chasing profits,
Right.
but who's driven by a deeper purpose.
Yeah.
By a desire to leave the world a better place than he found it.
It's truly inspiring.
Absolutely.
But there's one question that remains.
What's that?
How does he maintain that drive and passion after all these years?
Yeah, how does he avoid the pitfalls of success?
Stay grounded amidst all the chaos of Wall Street.
That's a great question.
It is.
And it's one we'll explore in the final part of our deep dive.
Into the world of Paul Tudor Jones.
Stay tuned.
Okay, we're back for the final part of our deep dive into Paul Tudor Jones.
Yeah.
We've covered so much.
Yeah.
Trading strategies, his philanthropy, his vision for, a more just form of capitalism.
Yeah.
But I'm, curious about the man behind the curtain now.
Yeah, the man himself.
Yeah, how does someone like him, with all this success, this intensity, stay grounded?
Yeah, good question.
The sources touch on his personal life.
Oh.
His interests outside of finance.
Right.
It seems he's very intentionally built a life that balances this high-pressure world of Wall Street with activities that bring him joy, peace, a sense of perspective.
I like that.
Yeah, for example, he's a huge outdoorsman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the sources mention fly fishing, hunting, spending time in nature.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Almost like a counterbalance to all that market chaos, right?
Absolutely. Classic way to disconnect from the noise.
Yeah.
The constant stimulation of the financial world, being in nature allows you to reconnect with something bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
Find that inner stillness.
And he's also a dedicated family man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, married for over 30 years, 4 children.
That's awesome.
So that must be a grounding force in his life as well, right?
Definitely. It speaks to his commitment to building a strong foundation outside of work. You know, that kind of loving and supportive family.
Yeah.
It provides a sense of purpose, a bedrock.
That helps you weather the storms.
Especially in a career as volatile as trading.
Yeah, for sure.
And the sources also mention his love of music.
Music?
Yeah, blues and rock and roll specifically.
Oh.
Music is such a powerful form of expression and release, right?
It is.
It can be a source of inspiration, energy,
Wow.
a way to connect with others on a deeper level.
Absolutely.
And for someone as passionate as Jones, it's no surprise that he finds solace and joy in music.
I get it.
And he's also known for having a good sense of humor.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, not taking himself too seriously.
Important.
Essential, especially in a field like finance, which can be all-consuming and ego-driven.
Oh, for sure.
Being able to laugh at yourself, find the humor in tough situations, maintain a sense of humility, it's crucial for staying grounded.
Absolutely.
It seems like he's found the recipe for a fulfilling life, not just a successful career.
Balance, right.
Balance, pursuing your passions.
Nurturing relationships and not letting success define you.
Those are good ingredients.
Yeah. So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of Paul Tudor Jones, what key takeaway should our listeners be thinking about?
I mean, maybe it's time to take a step back and reflect on their own lives.
Okay.
Are they pursuing their passions?
Right.
Nurturing those important relationships? Finding ways to disconnect from the stress and noise?
And are you using your talents, your resources to make a positive impact on the world around you?
Paul Tudor Jones's story.
Yeah.
It reminds us that success isn't just about money.
Right. Or status.
It's about living a life of purpose, integrity, and impact.
I love that.
It's about embracing change, constantly learning, and never losing sight of what truly matters.
Absolutely.
So on that note, we hope this deep dive has provided you with valuable insights and inspiration.
A lot to think about.
Remember, success is a journey, not a destination.
And it's a journey best traveled with passion, purpose, and a commitment to making a difference.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.
Thanks for having me.
If you're ready to explore more fascinating topics and gain insights that can help you live a richer, more fulfilling life,
Absolutely.
be sure to subscribe. We'll be back soon with another deep dive into a topic that matters.